Look, man, we're live. That's all that I care about.
It's whatever.
Hey!
We're
Xander, would
pretty.
you like to tell the audience where we were at the last time we ventured our ways into the world of this place?
Tersante.
That one?
Oh, there you go.
I don't
Yeah, so
Tersante.
our adventurers here, we've got Dice as Chryson. Dyson Chryson. Don't sue them. Nope, not Dyson. We've got Jane as Hemlock. And we've got Jack as Revga.
Hello. Greetings.
We'll reintroduce the characters here in just a moment. They had met up in a town during a town there was during. It's gonna be a long night.
Been a long day.
Oh boy. So there was a festival going on at a nearby town. They all happened upon it at the same time. They did meet and had spent a night at the inn after all the festivities were had. They woke up in the middle of the night to hear some screaming and shouting. There was a local building on fire where a kobold alchemist lived and ran a shop. They are heroes. We had one. He had transformed into a child due to his wild magic. They but they all had successfully fended off all the kobold invaders. They did find out, however, that the local resident Badtooth Cragcaller, the kobold alchemist, had been kidnapped. They saved the town, helped prevent the burning down of other buildings. They were thanked and commissioned by the mayor and the captain of the guard to rescue Mr. Badtooth. And that is where we left off, and for tonight, we're going on an adventure to rescue Mr. Badtooth. So the night continues. You are allowed to get your rest. You know, you did kind of wake up in the middle of the night to fend off the invaders. You were kind of briefed rather quickly. You do get to rest. The captain of the guard asks to watch over your goblin child friend, Yika. He actually did de-age because of his wild magic surge, which was fun for him, but it also has a few consequences. He's too young to adventure. She said that they will keep him safe and watch over him in the local orphanage.
You're too young.
He doesn't have his adventurer's license like we do.
Correct.
Well,
his
he had
adventure
it.
license
He had
was...
it. It got revoked.
Right,
Yeah,
exactly.
he got rid of
That's
that
technicality.
well,
Because-
because he's a baby again.
Yeah,
Oh.
also on the certificate, his age actually was then false because he was too young.
Falsified information. He's going to prison.
Oh, no, just an orphanage. It's not a prison.
Child prison.
I wouldn't go
So
into that freaking cesspool here.
You get to rest for the night.
Yay!
And,
Goodbye, Yika.
Do I have to expend health die, or
Always.
can I just get my 2 health back?
I'll always remember
Yeah, you-
Boom
you'll
Fire
get your-
Crackle Booyag.
Crackle booyah.
I'll always remember Big Crackle
We'll,
Booyag.
we'll carry on the Booyag in his honor.
Indeed.
Booyag.
To Booyag.
To booyag.
It's a Booyag.
Though he cannot adventure anymore, he'll always be in our hearts.
Indeed.
Cool mugs.
I love these. You'll have to tell me where you got it later.
I've drank it, son.
I was,
Oh.
sorry. I was just really taken aback by the unabashed complimenting my own mugs. Like, cool mugs, guys.
Elwyn?
Yes.
That sounds right.
Elwyn.
Yes, I have it here. I took notes.
Thanks. And if it's not,
She's
that's
the
what
constable.
it is. Yes. So yes, she does let you know that should you need any items to prepare for your journey, because it may, it is likely to end in bloodshed. Should you need to retrieve Mr. Badtooth.
Mr.
Is this a chance to upgrade our weapons, or is this just...
I wouldn't say you'd have time to upgrade them.
Okay, because I ain't changing anything.
Did we actually make any money? I guess I don't know.
All this stuff is mine.
Anything you might have had left over from
Yeah.
previous.
Do we know who took him and why was that revealed?
Not persuade.
I know, so kobolds are in the area. I know that.
We know the tribe,
nomadic
his former tribe.
Nomadic tribes are getting close, and kobolds invaded and specifically
There
stole
was-
him. So I'm assuming it had to be with
There was
I don't
something
know if there is a
he
person.
was working on specifically that was bad, and he tried to kind of, if I'm remembering correctly, he left and basically tried to seek exile in the city, or like asylum. I mean,
Yeah, and it was his tribe that came to claim him back.
right? Because they want him working on
So-
whatever that project is.
Could we ask if they have like a knowledge of the location of like their kobold den, like where their den, I would not hibernates, like originates?
Yes, actually, she says. The mayor will be able to give you more information on that once you would, finish if you need to do any shopping or
Sure.
prepare
Once
at
you go
all.
spend your money and stimulate our economy,
Yeah.
you're not just gonna take all of our town's reward money and go dine in a cave
course,
somewhere where
of
we're not
course.
gonna have any of it. Oh, I think
But
not.
I'm ready.
You're ready?
I don't know what I would need
I-
to buy.
I ain't got money.
I feel like I had money
I have 10 gold.
afterwards
Yeah.
because there was
Like,
something.
Same. We're
I had 15, but then I got money for my delivery.
But you
I
paid
really-
for our inns. Our
Yeah,
inn stay.
yeah. Well, I think I used my special item. bill.
well, it's not delivery. It's Derevga.
Yeah, you could look at it like that.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Anymore.
I don't have any needs.
Oh, I think I'm ready to
Okay.
go.
At
Aren't
this point,
you?
if I go shopping, I'm gonna drink. So
All right. Well, so she does lead you to the town center, over by the temple that you had partaken in that ritual. The mayor is there, and he does have a small case, a small box. He opens it and says, "You may find these useful on your travels." He opens it up. Inside are 3 crystal vials, or flasks. He lets you know that each day, these flasks will hold 2 potions worth of healing potions.
Oh, I picked the wrong spells. I just
Should-
might spend an hour meditating, that's all.
Should these crystal vials shatter, break, fracture, or be or another liquid be inserted into these bottles, that magic will dissipate.
Oh.
So
So
please cherish these.
they
flasks.
refill on their own.
Yes, each day they will refill. And they will revive 1d8 hit points
Wow.
per use.
Oh, that's mighty kind of you, sir.
Yes.
Thank you greatly.
You're quite welcome. I had these crafted specifically for you.
Oh, well, in such a short time, too. I appreciate the brevity.
So we've had many people working on it
1d8
overnight.
hit points.
Badtooth has been with us for only 2 years. He came seeking shelter from his tribe. After a long-fought tribal feud, the Tekato tribe seized control of the twinning territories, north of the mountain ridge. Badtooth was of the more unfortunate side, however. He and his family were spared, though, as he was very adept at identifying and utilizing the local flora for medicinal purposes. One day, when a new flower appeared in the hall of the foraging scouts, he was tasked to uncover its secrets. After a week of failed experiments, the chieftain began slaughtering his family one a week until he was the last to pick from. As a result, Badtooth had bluffed his way through an execution by promising great health and power by drinking a vial of the flower's extract. To the chief's surprise, it was poison. As the guards had rushed to his aid, choking on his last breath, Badtooth made his escape through the secret service tunnels put in place by his former tribe. He wandered and ran and found us. Now they've found him. We need you to find him and retrieve him alive. He's the only one close to discovering the true nature of the flower. That, and he has no notes left behind. He can't write.
Oh,
what makes you think they haven't killed him yet?
That's what we're hoping for. I feel like they still need him. Our scouts said that it seemed as though no harm had been done to him while he was being dragged away. They did locate where he had been taken to. However, our scouts are mere trappers and woodsmen. They're not fit for combat.
Fair enough.
They'll keep him alive as long as he's useful.
Exactly, that's what we're hoping for. Bad Tooth knows his way around, we'll say, stalling for time. I just don't know how much time he has bought himself.
Well, I don't see why we give them any more of a head start.
I have to agree.
Yeah, no.
Oh no, was there something you wanted to say?
I'm trying to remember if I've met Bad Tooth or not. I don't think I personally met him.
Oh, he's a great guy.
I think Hemlock was the only one that met him.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
trust
you went
me.
to the alchemist shop,
Okay, so if that's the case, then
the apothecary.
I hate to be that guy that kind of stalls on time a little bit, but payment.
You will be rewarded in kind. First, I do give you those magical flasks. That should be incentive, at least.
Oh, I
I
like
think-
the way that guy says that.
I mean, I have to say, such a highly sought after gift can be useful as long as it's taken well care of. I see that as ample payment for the task ahead should we succeed.
Fair enough, but I could trade mine in for some cash.
You certainly could. I don't know why you would do that, but it is something that you could do, yes.
Alright, Bad Tooth.
Well, no, I'm not Bad Tooth. I'm Hemlock. We're going to go get Bad Tooth.
You're gonna be fun.
Do you have any leads for
Montage.
Yes, the scouts did say, or our trappers did say, that they had taken him to one of the mines up north. Along this road, it would take you about, I would say, a half a day. I know that I said that we are short on time, but we need to make sure that they believe that they haven't been followed.
Do you have any maps of the mines in the northern area, even if they're old or outdated?
Any information on that mine we could not retrieve in our library. It had been used for a long time, even longer before that this settlement had become, I suppose, a great agricultural town.
And how long have they been out of use, would you say?
Longer than I've been mayor, and I've been mayor for 30 years. It's a long time.
Well, I can't say I'm a big fan of the idea of going down into ancient mines that haven't been tended to in years, but,
Oh, I'm
Oh,
sure
come
it's
on,
fine.
it's fun.
well,
Where's your sense of adventure?
my sense of adventure is just typically not attributed to being buried alive.
Well, if you think about it, I mean, we took care of all of those other kobolds pretty easy. And-
Yes, with the help of the Mother Sky.
I have a shovel, so I don't think we'll get buried
Oh,
alive.
well, I mean, the Wild Mother's always on our side.
It's a good way to look at it. Unless she's burying us alive.
So where are we heading out from?
From this gate, you would travel north.
It's just like looking. There's no
Right
walls
there.
in the
This
town.
gate right
This is
there.
the town in the middle of an open clearing. He's just like
Literally.
wherever you like.
So
Look,
wait,
it's right there.
if you follow this road, and he gestured towards the road in front of you, it is a stretch of dirt road winding over the hills, through the hills. Patches of stone are strewn about to fill the holes caused by frequent travel. Along this road, you should be able to locate the mine. I would say it's about 4 or 5 hours worth of journey. I believe so.
But you needed to take a half a day.
That's half an adventuring day.
Well, it would be about 4 or 5 hours before you turn off this road. You'll spot a sign. It's quite an old sign. It looks as though
Just says kobolds this way.
it does. Yes, we planted a sign that says "Kobolds this way."
Don't go there. Avoid.
You've got intelligence in the rear. Smart ass.
Oh, you guys are good there. I'm glad he explained it, though.
The Elwin leans over and says he's not very good at numbers. He's great at philosophy, but numbers he's not good at. It will take
I
8
can
hours
relate.
worth of travel.
Oh, perfect.
On foot, at least.
Right. Oh, could you supply maybe some beasts of burden for us?
We unfortunately only have steers.
Oh,
I'm surprised at you.
Can a lion ride a deer?
oh no, I mean,
A steer
the
is a
horses
cow.
like it.
Oh. A lion can ride a cow, right?
You could
I'm
ride
out
a
of character.
They're not.
God
they're-
damn it, I am out of
I
character.
guess,
Please
yeah,
stop.
a lion man could ride a cow.
Stop.
They're not trained for travel.
They would go probably about as fast as we would.
It was like they take 10 hours to get there.
They can run in very short bursts.
Okay, so head
So,
north.
We're heading on foot 8 hours to save old
Head north,
Toothy.
search for the mines. Look out for the old sign.
Yes, the sign does state that it is a town name level, one that I cannot recall, but it's quite foreign sounding for these parts anyway.
Sounds objective,
Could
but
I
okay.
roll?
Well, foreign as in it's Elven, but this land is not Elvish land.
Can I?
Sorry, I did not mean. I apologize if anybody had taken offense to that.
I don't
This
think
mayor's a
Can I
little
roll
on edge, huh?
knowledge?
It is.
You should laugh a little bit, homie.
The amount of times they've cancelled me. Ridiculous.
I had to
I
rig
guess
my
there's
own
no
election
point
8 times to stay in this position.
I'm not smart. I slept.
I'm not smart.
I don't think I've
I
been
was
in
gonna
this
try
area,
knowledge
so-
because I'm like half elf, so I was like, oh, maybe I can try knowledge history and know something, but I doubt it.
I ain't smart either, so.
I'm not from around here.
I can still try it. Can I try it anyway?
If you would like to, yes.
Sure.
Roll it, homie.
Let's crit fail and die.
First roll
in
of the night,
next
let's
combat.
go!
17.
That's pretty good.
Flat. Yeah, that's actually really good for some bullshit roll. I'll probably wish I had
What
that
was it?
17 later. 17.
17 flat?
Yep.
Okay. You are aware that this territory used to be Elvish lands. Many, I would say, a little over 100 years ago. Only recently has it, I mean, in time, I would say maybe 50 or 60 years, has it been predominantly human. A lot of the town names have been changed to more culturally human names. So pointing out any Elvish town names might be pretty easy for you. So you begin your journey over the hills and through the woods and under a river. There's a tunnel. They're kind of advanced. Instead of ruining the topography, they really liked that river. So instead of going over it, they wanted to go under it. And there's
That's-
glass above, so you get to see the water rushing
Wow.
over. Pretty
I've-
neat.
That's advanced.
I have
It is.
questions.
Go for it.
Who,
I mean, it's
who
only-
made this?
Dwarves. Just dwarves.
That's what I thought.
See, it used to be Elvish land, but dwarves made it.
That dwarves made that one tunnel.
Oh.
They wanted something they were like, we want to do something, and they were like,
It was like how the
Un-
French gave us the
water
Statue of
tunnel.
Liberty. The
Yeah.
dwarves gave
We're going to
elves.
win the Nobel Prize for this.
The what?
The Nobel Prize. That's what you call it in the Forgotten Realms.
yeah.
So beautiful.
So you do get some nice sights. You do see a lot of, I'm gonna say foliage, but give me a nature check. Anybody who would be willing to give a nature check.
That's definitely you, Mr. Druid man.
That ain't me.
Well, that sounds like something that's up my alley. That's a 17. Because
A
nature's
17.
intelligence for some reason and not wisdom. There you
17.
go. 17.
You, as you're looking at some of the trees, some of the bushes, you're noticing that they appear to be growing outside of their natural habitats. These definitely don't have the kinds of leaves and the kind of bark that many other trees in this area have. You haven't noticed this before, and you've been in the area for quite some, I would say, a few weeks at least.
Are they normally like an invasive species? Or
No. No. You remember some of these trees from being back where you were from, back at the Druid's Glen.
I wanna take a little flower of one that I know shouldn't be native to this land. I'm gonna take it and just kind of press it in my notebook.
Okay.
And then I pick another one and tuck it behind my ear.
You start convulsing and foaming at the mouth.
No.
Your ear falls off. Yay!
The first flower that you get
Oh.
has white petals. And there
Dum, dum,
are
dum.
4 petals.
Okay, all right. I feel like this is important, so
It's
I'm
a
gonna
white four-leaf clover. It just got paint on it.
Kind of. Kind of shaped like a 4-leaf clover. A bit bigger.
Okay, all right. Cool. Is there a purple flower?
You do not see any purple flowers. You do see
Pink flowers.
a red flower and a blue flower.
Oh, I like blue. I'm gonna take the blue one. That's the one I'm gonna tuck behind my ear hole.
Okay, so the one you tuck behind your ear has 3 petals. They're kind of shaped like daggers,
Ooh.
and they are blue.
You start crying.
They're not actually daggers.
Oh, perfect. I'm just gonna tuck it back there and continue on my way.
All right.
I feel good.
And
Did you have fun picking flowers?
Oh yeah, I think it's interesting. They're not usually grown in these parts, but from where I grew up, they grew like weeds. They are weeds.
all right.
Wanted to,
The
make,
delivery got me. I'm sorry.
that was good.
wanted to make sure you got it there.
Traveling along your path, the sun begins to fall. It's been about, I would say,
A while.
you're about 3 or 4 hours in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You would have left about, I would say, 10 or 11 or so in the morning. It had taken some time to get those potions you were retrieved at the earliest convenience.
And
To make sure that they were
see
prepared
Yika
for you.
off before we left.
Yeah.
You be good, Yika.
The
Don't bite too many ankles.
And stop eating people's silverware.
you do come across an overturned cart drawn by a horse, and there is a dwarf who is trying to flip it back upright. There are a few crates that have fallen out of this wagon as well.
Do you think he built that tunnel?
That's racist. You said he's trying to actively flip it over,
Yes,
like flip it upright.
flip it upright.
I want to go help him.
Same.
I'm not that strong, but I'm good at pulling.
I don't even say anything. I'm just gonna walk up and just start.
Okay,
Let me kind of watch for a second.
I assume you want a strength check.
I would like a
Okay,
strength
you didn't
check.
say anything.
I just wanted to make sure everybody got in what they wanted to get in.
Got a 5.
I rolled a butt.
You rolled a what?
A butt. I got a 7.
All right.
Good start, guys.
I wanna
My strength was in that thing that I'm
I
not
wanna
good at at
throw
all
a
earlier.
rope over the side and like attach it and so that I can pull it instead. Because with my Fearbulge strength,
Ooh.
with my powerful build, I can push, pull, or lift up to 840 pounds.
Ooh, he's a strong
So I
boy.
wanna get that leverage and just use myself like a fulcrum and just
Yeah.
Okay.
pull.
Give me a strength check, and you will receive advantage for using leverage and rope.
Leverage and rope, 2 16s, which turns into an 18.
With the help of the dwarf and Revga and Chryson, you're able to assist in flipping this cart upright. You're able to turn it back up on its wheels. One of the wheels seems a little damaged, but he says, I could definitely still ride with that. That's not going to be a problem. I've ridden with 3 wheels.
Sounds good.
Bandit attack. They knocked it right off. I do appreciate you, strangers. You didn't even bother asking for my name or my business.
Well, but I mean, it's just important to help out your fellow brother.
That's right.
He looks at you, big bushy eyebrows raised. Well, I appreciate it. Not too many kind folk on the road these days, but let me give you something for your trouble. And he opens one of the crates that's on the ground and pulls out a couple packages. And he says that these are bread, but bread enough
do
to
like bread.
keep you full actually for a whole day.
Lembas bread.
Yeah, but you can break it into only 4 pieces. You would need that much, so it could feed you for 4 days.
Well, as long as you're not overselling, that sounds like a great deal.
Where are you heading to? I don't accept it yet. Where are you heading to?
Just along the path. It looks like where you came from. It really only leads to one town.
And who is the bread for?
Who's the bread for?
Yeah.
Well, it's actually beyond the town. I'm heading to this town up ahead. I have things to drop off there. But
Okay.
the bread is for the next town out. I'm heading out to...
I need my pencil back.
I know.
I'm heading out to Coastal.
Coastal. I'm
That's where the bread is.
I'm unfamiliar with the area.
Well, then it shouldn't be any worry for you. It's actually off to the west, a little bit closer towards to the lakes.
I guess what I'm trying to get at is, is this being delivered to a bakery? Is it a needy city or anything like that?
Is it just for sale?
Is it just for sale?
Honestly, I don't even know who it's for. I've just given a drop-off point. It's already been paid for, so I figured why not.
You said you're heading to the west, is that right?
That is
Do you happen to know anything?
left, actually.
Indeed.
That's
Do you happen to know anything about further up north?
Further up north, yeah, that's along the mountain range, actually, yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know too much. I usually go east to west here. I have been up north once. It's quite beautiful sights, but kind of dangerous with the way that the kobold's been acting lately. Lost a lot of supplies up there. I actually had to ditch a whole cart.
Interesting. How long ago was that, would you say?
Oh, I'd say about 3 or 4 years ago.
I see. Thank you very much for your information on it. We're heading up north ourselves, and we just wanted to be apprised of any trouble if it should find us.
That's not for the
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I would say still be wary. I hear that the kobolds are pretty active up there.
Yes, that does seem to be the case from what we have seen. But I think we have wasted enough of your time, good man. You are back on your road, and you have business to attend to, and as do we.
By the way, here, take this. If you ever find me again, free voucher for 10 gold's worth of supplies.
Oh.
Can't go away giving too much. And on the card, it does say... You ready?
Yep.
Okay. It says Devlin's Goods. Devlin's Traveling Goods, sorry.
Ooh. I do love vouchers.
Right then. If you don't mind, do you... never mind. You're pretty busy. I'll get these barrels and crates up there. I have a specific stacking order that I like.
Well,
Gotta make sure that the next town has its stuff right at the back. It's easier to unload.
Oh yeah, trust me, I get it. I've done the whole packing ritual thing. You really don't want somebody else just getting in your business like that.
No, absolutely not.
Well, thank you kindly, and we'll thank you.
Oh, I'd like to thank you as well. Appreciate it.
Bread. Prung.
Here, you can have your rope back too. He starts untying it.
Oh, thanks. I almost forgot.
They have bread.
And a 10 gold voucher.
Well, I guess we haven't eaten today, huh?
Yeah, I'm munching some bread.
Yeah, technically we no longer have 4 days of rations. We have 3 days of rations.
Ooh, remaining. So if you do eat the bread, it's very flavorless. It tastes like a stale bread.
It'll sop up some of the alcohol in my system.
As long as it feeds me for the day, I'm good.
It does. It has a hint of orange to the smell,
Oh,
but the taste is so bland.
oh, it's like LaCroix.
It's LaCroix.
This is LaCroix
It's
bread.
LaCroix brand.
This bread was baked next to a bakery.
The lemon
next
shop.
to oranges.
Oranges were in the grocery
It was
store
just-
down the street.
It was baked in Florida.
It's baked in Florida.
Well, we should be coming up to the mines shortly, I think.
Have we seen the sign yet?
You do actually get close to the sign. It is a sign on the side of the road. Quite an interesting script, still written in common. It does read Artilia, which is, Revga does notice that this may be the sign here. It's a little overgrown with weeds and whatnot, but you can still make it out.
Wait, does the sign not say Cobalt here?
No, it doesn't.
That mayor's a prick.
Oh
Could say
no, I
anything.
think it was a joke.
He was giving you your comeuppance.
The mayor's a prick.
No, it's okay. It's very hard to tell sometimes when someone's telling a joke. I get it.
It's meta.
But
That's good.
is that I speak Elvish? Does that sound Elvish to me?
It's in common.
Oh, well, we're looking for like specifically like a foreign sounding name. Can I like clear away some of the shrubberies
Yes, you
around
can
the
clear away.
sign and see if there's some Elvish script instead of the common I see?
Sure, absolutely.
I think I can probably use Druidcraft to help do that along, but I don't have Druidcraft, so I'm just gonna start just kind of clearing away. Oh, excuse me, sorry. You guys are weeds. I don't really care that much, but still, sorry to be invading your space like this.
They say, no, it's okay. You think you think you hear it.
I would love if you could talk to plants. Or think you can.
No, I actually can talk to plants. Wait, no, that's fine. I have speech of beast and leaf. Animal plants can understand me, and I have advantage on charisma checks.
Animal plants?
Animals and plants
Oh.
can understand me.
Yeah, no, he said animal plants.
And so I'm just like,
I was like, that's
yeah.
funny.
Oh, sorry. There. Don't mean to. Oh, don't. Yeah. It's nothing weird. Just kind of trying to read here.
Nothing weird.
Just blocking my vision. Sorry.
They understand that you mean them no harm, and you feel like they're a little bit easier to pull out of the way.
Oh.
That's good.
You do find Elven script at the bottom of the sign.
Hot diggity damn. What's it say, tree boy?
Oh, that's horribly offensive. I can't.
Wow.
If you'd like to refer to me as a fearbog, that's fine, but you can call me just Hemlock. Pull a Hemi? What does it read?
I know Elvish. I can read it.
We both know Elvish.
I didn't know if anybody else did. I was stating that more for the party's sake.
I let him come up and read it to let him feel like he's helping.
Oh, okay.
Revga, I can't quite make it out. My eyes are a little sore.
Wow.
I got some pollen in my eyes. It's watering real bad.
I want to roll
Water.
sense motive on that. I want to roll sense motive. Because he sounds a little shitty.
You're talking
I
about
think I'm picking
insight,
up on it.
son.
Yeah, that. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean. I'm rolling insight.
Okay. You roll insight.
I got a 7.
13.
There you go.
Wow.
Can you take a look at this for me?
He got pollen in his eyes.
Son, come hold the flashlight.
Oh!
You read the sign.
Oh!
That's funny because I'm the one actually doing the thing.
It's reverse.
Yeah.
You do read the sign.
Flashlight.
It reads as Artilia, home of the Crystal Towers.
Oh, it's fun. Okay.
I love that one.
I relay the information.
Was that a fun vanity?
It says
I don't know.
Artelia,
like 13.
home of the Crystal Towers. The name seems not unwelcome, but a bit unfamiliar to the common tongue. I'd be willing to wager that this was an old elven city.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's told us about any crystal towers yet.
No, the
though.
mayor failed to mention that when he spoke of the old sign.
Grayson has to step off screen real fast. Keep going.
Okie dokie, bye, Kryson.
I can't say the Crystal Towers remind me of anything specifically that I've heard of, but I also know quite little about my mother's race.
Yes, and truthfully, if they're still towers, I think we'll know them when we see them.
A fair
That
point.
might jog something in our brains.
Let us hope so. However, I doubt they have much to do with the mines.
Oh, that's fair. Oh, I mean, the towers are above and the mines are below. It
That's-
could be one in the like a shaft,
I suppose that
or it could be totally irrelevant. They could have just built a city on top of mines.
for all I know,
Bad Tooth's already dead.
Oh, let's not think about that. Let's keep moving forward, shall we? Let's keep walking.
Walkie walk.
Absolutely. So, you do continue walking. I would like for you to roll whatever you feel you would prefer. Either a perception roll
Yes.
or a survival roll.
For perception, I got a 19.
Wow, nice. 17.
Okay, nice. Did you roll perception as well?
I'll roll
Or did you roll
survival.
survival?
Or I'm sorry, 21 because I'm proficient in it too.
Ooh, nice. So, with your perception, you do notice another toppled piece of lumber off to the side of the road. You
There it is.
can tell that it is a road sign, actually pointing beyond another hill. It reads Olendon's Mine.
Olendon's Mine.
Yes.
That now, see, that sounds like our speed.
It's very worn and almost seemingly hidden. The way that it's lying in the grass, almost intentionally.
Is there? I'd like to clear away the rest of the area around the sign just to see if there's some more hidden text like the last one.
No, you really don't find
Okay.
any that seems to be like a hand-painted sign.
Okay,
Quite faded, but still there.
I give a bird whistle to let Kryson know that we're headed that direction. He's watching our 6.
All right. With the survival check, you do notice a small path that actually leads from the south to the north. It kind of crosses the road here. The brush is a little bit parted, as if somebody were traveling through there. You do notice some small clawed footprints, specifically on the road. They're very light, but there does seem to be a solid stretch of track between them, almost as if something were dragged there. You can make this out between some, I guess it looks more like a scraping. Usually a technique that you would have used if you were covering your tracks.
Okay. I immediately kind of looking around for clues and stuff in the area, and I spot the trail, and I'll go over a little closer to look at it, and I'll kind of kneel down and like look at the dirt for a minute, and then I'll kind of see, I guess, like the tracks, like you said. So I'll call out, and I'll be like, "Hemlock, Kryson here," and then I'll kind of convey. I know it looks a little rough, but you can see the tracks here. And they tried to cover it up here, but this right here, those are drag marks. I think we got something. I think we found our lead.
It seems as good a lead as any. Do they look fresh?
Maybe within the last day or two, it seems.
No, so.
It's
would
still,
say-
I mean, still pretty fresh.
Within the past couple days, no longer.
I mean, that does kind of.
That fits our timeline.
I think we continue on, though perhaps with a little opener eyes.
Yeah.
More
Agreed.
open eyes. More opener eyes.
More opener.
I am taking out. I guess I only have. Yeah. So I've got the 2 hook swords and I have a trident. So I am pulling out the trident. And I'm kind of like, if we're going into brush or into the cave, I'm kind of leading with the trident.
I'm going to cast Shillelagh on my quarterstaff.
Okay. You don't quite see the mine yet, but it is a very faint trail that you can follow.
Okay.
You can brandish your trident. You can brandish your shillelagh staff.
I will brandish my sword.
And Kryson is brandishing his sword as well.
And my.
You begin
Shillelagh.
traveling off the road.
I'm going to.
This does
my,
go. Let's go. Let's do a little off-roading.
My intent's to follow the path. The hidden path that we have found.
Oh yeah.
Okay, as you do, you notice there are. You're walking and actually following the path that is laid before you by the footprints and the drag marks. Some of the ground is a little disturbed in that the clawed footprints and the drag marks may have been overturning some of the soil as well. You do also walk upon what feels as though this may have been a paved road or a dirt road before or a long time ago. You do notice some stones that are very even, almost cobblestone, beneath you, but most of it is a grassy area.
Yeah.
Sorry. I was reading. Oh, I was reading ahead. I got excited. So, you continue to travel. You are still wary, but you don't really run into any kind of, let's say, any kind of issues. No bandit attacks or no wild animals. It's very calm, strangely calm, even.
Too quiet.
The sun does begin to go down, though, even further. You are walking for another couple of hours. The sun is beginning to fall beyond the hilly horizon.
A little longer than half a day's travel. Even the other one didn't seem to get it quite right.
It does
You know.
seem as though it did take quite a bit longer this time. Or according to your
Internal clock.
timekeeping. Yeah, your internal clock.
You're worried maybe we passed it up, but we've been following this trail.
And you still are following the trail. It's not... I don't want to say that they were heavy footprints, but there seem to be many footprints at least.
Mm-hmm.
Tramping down through the soil and the grass.
Which would add up to the kobolds fleeing and all returning at the same time.
You're even coming up to a small, I don't want to say it's heavily forested, a lightly wooded area.
Lightly wood.
Lightly wooded. The trees are not thick, but there are not many trees, and the brush is quite low.
Are there any birds in the area? Or like any local wildlife I see skittering around?
Roll me a perception check.
Oh, I would just love to do that, wouldn't I? Oh, we just take this die here and we roll it on the thing and we get a 17.
A 17. You do notice a small brown rabbit poking his head out of a hole kind of along the path. Just looks like he wants to check out what's going on.
I bend down real low and I say, oh, hey there, little fella.
It kind of raises its nose with a little twitching.
Say, you wouldn't happen to have seen like a big group of kobolds come through here in the past couple of days, like all angry and scary, like, would you?
They're able to understand you, but they don't speak back. Is that correct? I just want to make
and
sure.
I
that I'm
can
clear.
understand beasts and fae with speech of the woods.
Okay.
Even if they can only convey like simple ideas or thoughts or something.
Okay. So you're asking it if it has noticed these kobolds big
Yeah,
and
like-
scary. You do sense a little bit of fear in it, and it kind of draws back into the hole a little bit, and then hops out, and takes a couple hops in the direction that you were heading.
Oh, I thank you much, little guy. And I reach into my pack and I break off a little piece of bread and, like, I don't know if this will help you or kill you, but here, I hope it fills you up real nice.
That was a good thing to come back to.
It smells the bread, and it kind of like rears back on its hind legs, and then heads back for his hole. He
Fair
doesn't
enough.
take the bread.
I think we're going in the right direction, boys.
Sorry I lagged behind a bit. I had to take care of some things.
It's okay, we all have to go to the bathroom in a high fantasy realm.
Lagged behind. Lagged.
Sometimes
get
when
it.
the joke is over.
Thank you. Go watch We Play.
Don't bother. Yeah, that I think that little guy was trying to tell us that we're going on the right path, and they all went down into the mine hole.
Well, didn't we know that to begin with?
Well, now we know that we're on the right path to the mine hole.
Okay.
We're confirming our leads.
I'm not questioning
Like
it.
a good old detective agency, eh? Uh-oh.
Motherfucker. The wooded area.
Yeah, the wooded area. Sorry, brain blank. So you
The
you
opposite of a
may
brain blast.
you may stop to see if there is a clearing you'd like to find to rest at. If you would like to continue on, you may certainly do so.
It is getting dark. Perhaps we should consider finding at least a base of operations before we go any deeper.
Sure.
I'd like to get back and have a drink, so the sooner we get this done, the better.
Oh, I see. Well, to be truthful, I am still feeling a little tip-top. It wouldn't be bad to have a base of operations, most definitely, but I could see.
Or at least decide on a decent rendezvous point. If we go down into the Cobalt Caves, into their homes, I mean, I can see in the dark. I don't know about you two, but...
Oh, heavens
Absolutely.
no. I don't
can.
think so. Hold on, wait. No, heavens no. I also don't have the ability to cast light. Which I don't know why I didn't take that. I got
was
I
my...
got
I
torches.
have an explorer's pack. I have torches.
Yeah, I have torches. I'm saying I didn't take the light spell, which I should have. But here we are.
I have dark vision, so that's just why he was naturally trying to be like, yeah, I can be okay because I can see down there, but I don't know if anybody who can't see in the dark.
during the day. It's
Well,
underground.
Oh, I absolutely can see in the dark. I'm good.
That's what I
Perfect.
figured.
I'm happy for you.
Nice.
He and I will have a stealth element.
Well, I think so. Here's the thing.
I can see in the dark. I can't.
This
move
right
in the
here.
dark.
Everybody, just take a little mental note of where we are. This will be our rendezvous point if we get separated and have to retreat. This will be our spot. Yes.
We're by the sign, right? I was.
And oh, we're long past the sign.
Okay.
Yeah, you're beyond the sign. You're
So
just
far.
I
just-
left at the sign.
You're just into the tree line. There are a few felled trees that you take note of, in a crossing of branches over top of. They kind of reach out, kind of create like a tiny little canopy just above you, above the road. You don't see that for the next stretch of road, so you figure that might be a good mental picture to take.
Click.
D&D snap. You continue on. And as you do, you approach you begin approaching a few figures from behind.
Oh.
One has an axe over the shoulder, one has a bow at the back, and the other seems to be kind of a robed figure. And there's just three. They're walking side by side by side.
Are they kobolds?
They are not kobolds. You can tell by their height. They're not kobolds.
Maybe they can. Oh, we know we're going the right way.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I have no reason to even bother these people.
Oh no, but we might as well be friendly if we're gonna pass them up.
I see no
Might
issue.
as well.
We've already helped a man flip his cart back over.
That man was in distress. We can just walk past these people.
Oh, we could walk past them, sure, but a nice how do you do goes a long way in these parts.
We don't have to stop to engage, but there's no reason to be unpleasant.
All right, so here's what we'll do. We'll all
you
do a
take it.
synchronized as we pass smile and wave. Ready? Here we go.
Oh, go ahead, do it. Give it. Love it. Love it. Yes. Looks fantastic. As you smile and wave, the cloaked figure pulls a hood down off of her head.
And it's 3 kobolds in a robe.
It is, and they're holding a head on a stick. No.
Oh. Got creative with that one.
No, it is an elven woman, and the other two are human men. She raises a hand and asks, "What are you doing in these parts?"
Oh,
Getting paid.
oh, we're just looking for a missing persons.
Getting paid.
Getting paid looking for a missing person.
Okay.
You ain't subtle, are you, boy?
a bit of a subjective thing.
Okay.
My character's flaw is that I am a sucker for a pretty face. How fair would you say this woman is?
Quite fair.
Quite fair.
fair.
All right, Sanji, let's go.
So what'd she say? What are you doing in these parts?
Yes.
We're trying to help a town get their guy back because he got kidnapped.
See, just like I said,
Getting
paid.
I see. Well, this path has been long forgotten. Honestly, we're here to scout it out. We were tasked on seeing if it was still safe. What I might ask you is, for our adventure back, we've been out here for quite a while, and we had almost lost our way. We've lost all of our rations. Would we trouble you for 20 gold? I know this sounds quite pathetic, really, but these two have no knowledge of anything related to wildlife.
I don't have
And
gold,
it's
but I have
quite
bread.
disturbing.
Why do you need gold to help you in the woods?
So that when we might get back to where we need to go, or find somewhere to rest, we might be able to purchase a nice hot meal.
I can give you bread.
Yeah,
got bread.
I take out a piece of bread and I say, "Oh, here you go. One slice of this is gonna last you for the entire day, and then you can get back to where you're going. You might want to bed down for the night, honestly, and go out in the morning. It's gonna get dark soon."
We got a super secret rendezvous point we made over there. You could.
Can I hit him? Like,
well,
smack in the back of the head?
well, should you return to that rendezvous point, I suppose we can wait for you. How long do you think you would take?
Oh,
think you-
we got no idea.
I think it would take you a shorter time to get to the city before we would return to our rendezvous point.
That's true. We were walking all day, and we got to where you're at now. So if you just keep going.
Can I hit him?
I mean, yeah.
I'm
You can
asking.
hit him.
Okay. I
Just
wanted to
hit him.
smack him in the back of the head. He seems distracted. Do I have advantage?
Yes.
There you go.
11 and crit.
Crit.
What are you hitting him with?
My hand. Just
just
shut
gonna
the
slap him?
fuck up.
One of those that like scoops up from the back and just
Like when you're in
Yeah.
church and you're acting up and your dad hits you.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Yeah.
stop.
Critical. You feel one of the sharp. It's one of those really loud, like. It's a lot louder than it actually felt.
more
You know what I mean?
humiliating
Okay, yeah.
than debilitating.
Yes, more humiliating than debilitating.
There is also a chance we may not even end up back at the rendezvous point should we find what we're looking for at a brisk pace. So I think it would do you a better service if you just made your way to the town. They are quite accommodating and they seem like nice folk.
Why you had to hit me?
Well, I would love to. You said and it's the direction that you came from? Obviously, I would
think
assume.
we made a turn. Did we make a turn?
Well, no, we there was a second sign that said Artilia, the city of Crystal Tower, home of Crystal Towers, and no, we didn't really turn there. We kept going, and then we found the mine entrance or the path to the mine entrance, and so just go that way. Just keep going that way. Keep going left or right. Sorry, we got here by going left.
She looks at you rather confusedly, and the other, all three of them start kind of like whispering to each other, getting louder, like, I know. What do you mean? There's no way. She turns around and says, we just came from that direction. We've been walking through the woods all day.
Sense motive.
That would be an insight.
Insight.
For
Whatever.
for what?
I think she's bullshitting now.
Would you care? If she's
I mean,
saying-
if they're trying to swindle us or some shit, maybe. I don't know.
I just mean your character. Would you care if she's trying?
I mean, it has limits.
Okay.
If he
I
said-
gave him a
if he-
smack in the head.
I imagine
That's fair.
like he's totally like that. You gave
I
him a
smacked
slap.
him so hard she turned ugly.
You gave him a cold shower.
Silver-
He gave me
Orb-
a slap, and then he starts sniffing some bullshit out from this bitch. So he's immediately like, "Oh
Thank
no!"
you, Silver Orb.
No,
Silver
no.
Orb did give Revgo 1d8 inspiration.
Oh, thank you.
Ooh.
Thank you.
So you may
Silver.
add that to your reservoir.
All right. That's totally a thing that I have.
Keep in mind,
Yeah,
now that
I assume he snapped you out of that state you were in of hypnotic allure.
Well, yeah,
keep in mind,
'cause,
now
like,
that
the
Rev
way
Dad
I-
has a die, he cannot receive another until he
Alright.
uses it.
Let me put it. Yeah, let me put it this way. The way I imagined his flaw is like he will completely be a sucker, but very specific things will make him will kind of like snap him out of it. So like something like that, where it's like sound really sketchy, and he's like,
I don't know, you were setting them up to rob us, not them.
Well, yeah.
The critical slap in the head worked.
Knocked a little sense into him for the time being.
Sense motive, please.
That was a
Or-
good critical slap.
But that insight was real bad.
Yes, it was. It was a 5.
It was a 5.
It was a 5.
You feel as though she is thoroughly confused.
I mean, look here, lady. We're just trying to be on our way here now. If you wouldn't mind, we're just gonna keep going. Like I said, if you go backwards the way that we've been walking,
Nothing wrong with a fine how do you do, he said.
you'll get back to the city just fine.
Well, I suppose we could try. And they all three look at each other and decide that they'll start walking back the way that you came.
There you go. That's the spirit.
Did
Well
you want
done.
the bread? I can still give you the bread.
Oh yeah, if you're still hungry, I got a piece of bread.
We've eaten enough boars in this forest to feed us for quite a while.
See, inconsistencies.
What? Okay, goodbye then. Bye bye. It's nice to see you. Those people were the worst.
How do you do?
They didn't know left from right.
Oh, fish eye.
Nope, we're keep going.
Yep, you just keep it rolling.
Alright, how do you do?
We're done. All right. So yeah, they walk off. You feel as though they were thoroughly confused. She says that they've been there for quite some time, and they weren't really hungry. For now, they had eaten enough boar to feed them for a lifetime. He said.
Yeah, I
Convenient.
mean, I'm sorry.
Yeah, just convenient. It's for a lifetime.
They also said that they were like the worst hunters and they couldn't get any wildlife.
Well, that's why I said the inconsistencies, because she started out with, yeah, we've been lost out here for a while and we're hungry and we need we need money to find an inn to sleep in and to get food when we get back.
Oh yeah, that was.
So
kinda-
she led with, we're hungry, and then said, no, we're fed on board. And I'm like, no, bullshit. And that's the kind of stuff you wouldn't miss.
Well, I mean, she seemed more confused than malicious.
Maybe.
Well, maybe we'll run into them again. You know, if they're as confused as I think they are, we'll probably run into them coming on the way back.
Or they'll be dead.
Oh, especially if they're going to be at our secret rendezvous spot.
We're
Hey.
not going there. That's not obvious.
Oh, yeah, good point. Yeah, I get that.
Guys, Baptist
Yeah,
could be dead right now. Can we get to the mine?
Oh, yeah, Bad Tooth. Oh, man, we should go find him right now. Let's go.
You do.
Nothing wrong with fine. How do you do?
Roll me another survival check. See if you can follow these tracks through this lake.
Can I,
Brushy area. Low brush.
Are you good at survival? You're good at help him.
I'm flat.
You have proficiency, though.
Oh, I have survival.
I'm saying help him to give, like, him an extra chance. But now
Oh,
it's
wait.
too late because he
No,
rolled.
no. Okay, well, what'd you roll?
I rolled a 4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Can I? So let me read something real quick. I have a special item. All right. So I'm gonna kind of stumble up now that I'm sober and haven't been able to drink today. I have my mind nice and focused, and I kind of reach and play with the cogs on my necklace.
Right.
I'm going to forego my 20 roll to make my roll a 10.
Okay.
It's literally what it says.
But it's his role.
Oh, was it only him? I thought you said help him.
Like, aid him. Like, by you aiding him, you could give him advantage on the roll.
Yeah, I mean,
Is what I was
you would need to
trying-
hit a 10 to give him advantage on the roll.
Can I give him advantage on the roll by rubbing my cogs?
Yeah. you can certainly do that.
Just
Okay.
a quick little, like, spin of him. Or is it like a fidget spinner, but with
No,
cogs?
it's two. I believe it's like two or three cogs intertwined on my necklace, and it's just they spin as I move them.
Oh, that's neat. Fondle your cogs.
Hmm?
Roll an extra d20 and get better than a 4.
Okay, let's see. Here we go. Survival, right?
Ooh,
Yes.
that's way
13.
better than a 4.
Yeah, it was way better than a 4. 13.
13.
Yes.
All right, that's with all added.
Mhm.
Okay. The 13, you are able to make out the path only slightly. Up ahead, you do. You can see some berries have been, even like a whole branch has been taken from this bush that is growing berries. You notice the snapped twigs through the brush as well.
Okay.
You are able to decipher which direction they have gone, and you may point your party.
Are we getting to a point like is the terrain starting to get more mountainous? Like we're reaching the point of like more closer to mining territory?
Yeah, there are some more rocky growths. I would say it seems as though the wooded floor is kind of dying down. Not so much grass, not so many flowers or brush.
Okay. We're gonna keep going then. I'll save that for a little bit later.
Okay.
Let's keep going.
Yeah. DMG write down. I used it. I don't know if that means anything.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, you can
Put like a time.
keep track of your uses per day.
Yay.
Well, I only have one use per day, so
Okay. Well, then you can mark. With
The one
pencil
use
or
you
something
did.
if
I
used it.
used it once.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's an item I got special. Maybe it upgrades.
All right.
Think like a gamer.
I've been playing a lot of RPG, so
So he does point you in the direction. You're able to follow that path. And Revga is able to actually lead you. You notice a few posts up ahead along this rocky, I want to say a hillside, but like more like a cliff face. It's not a high cliff, but you do notice a lot of vines and moss growing up this cliff face. You're also able to spot some of these vines are kind of tied off, and there's a hole in the cliff face. I would say it's about waist high.
so the hole is only about cobalt height.
Almost, yeah, a little bit higher.
Did the
Oh,
dwarves
I'm
make this?
They might have.
I'm a
They
big
may
guy. I don't want to squeeze through there.
Oh boy,
That's scary.
The only person who could fit in this hole is now not a part of our adventuring party.
Oh, you
How close are we to it? Like 20 feet more distanced.
I'd say you're about 40, 50 feet away from it.
Okay, and
No,
then
we
is
smoke
it?
him out.
Is it? Well, then they'll just leave Badtooth down there anyways, because he'll suffocate.
He's valuable. Why would they?
That's fair.
They'll kill him if
wanna-
he gives them what they want.
I'm assuming there's not just one entrance into this place. I'm noticing a lot of these vines here are tied off around the sides. Perhaps maybe there's another opening in the cave that could be a little better suited for a feller my size. Eh?
Yeah, sure. You may.
Is it just like a clear open area in front of this cave?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
It's pretty. I don't want to say it's overgrown, but more like the cliffside is. You can see a bit of a wooden frame. The wood is pretty rotted, but it's still holding its form. The clearing there is a clearing in front of the mouth of the, I guess, in front of the wooden trusses.
Hmm.
There's a small clearing in which you could easily search around for maybe other entrances.
Does that sound like a good idea to you guys?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to cast Pass Without a Trace on all of us.
Yeah, that's such a good spell.
That's a good one.
Everybody gets to add plus 10 to their stealth rolls for the next, I believe, hour. Yeah, concentration up to 1 hour. So I reach into my pack and grab a small handful of dried leaves. And I kind of crush them in between my hands and say a quick word to the Wild Mother. And as I blow them out, the ashes like fizzle in the darkness. Kind of the ashes and darkness start clinging around our forms. I say, this will be good, but we still need to kind of keep a low profile for as long as it lasts. Now, let's go get a closer look, yeah?
Yep. I would like to just roll to stealth immediately. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we should stealth up and start looking.
Yep.
I'm just gonna start looking.
Okay.
I kind of want to go, even though I'm not the stealthiest. I want to look because
I
have a
want to
really
look,
high
but
perception.
I'm not stealthing.
But you get a plus 10.
I get it.
Okay. All right. 25. Yeah. Yeah. Plus 10,
Oh.
baby.
Nice.
Super
All right.
stealthy boys. I let the kitty fight.
Yo.
Uh-oh. I'll have to fix out of the break.
Hey, I know how that feels. I
Oh.
grabbed the wrong set of
Yes.
batteries
I can
today.
literally just go.
Okay, so you begin watching your steps, stepping lightly so that you're not quite crunching any leaves or kicking around any rocks. You feel sheltered in the night as you begin searching for alternate entrances. What I would like you to do then is roll perception checks.
Even if I'm not stealth.
Well, if
Or are
you're
you looking for another?
Yeah, I just
Yeah,
making sure.
perception has nothing to do with
You
stealth.
were talking to them and then said I would like you to.
I want fire. 23,
Sorry, I would like
baby.
you all to.
Oh, that didn't count because I didn't go in the box.
Nice.
Perception.
Well, since Chia is no longer with us.
23.
Need to add my proficiency, so I got a 14.
All right, 14, 23, and 2. Great. So with your 23, Mr. Hemlock, to the right, you notice that there seem to be little clawy scratch marks. Some of the rock is a little bit discolored, and you notice that some of the moss has been pulled off and lumped at the bottom of the wall. Looking up, it does appear as though somebody may have climbed up onto this ledge that is roughly 20 feet up.
I kind of look at my other two party members and I point up to that face. I'm about 7 feet tall. We could. You want to gymnast this ish?
Okay, yeah.
I
I'm
give
6'5".
him one end of my rope,
My athletics is real good.
and my 7'7" frame with powerful build, because I'm a fearbolg, is just gonna try to boost him up as high as he can go.
How tall
Along
are you?
with face.
How tall am I?
Yeah.
I thought it was on here somewhere. Maybe not.
Because I'm 6'5". If I can just get on top of you, we're over halfway there.
I'm 6 foot, so yeah.
We
6
are
foot even. So.
None of us would fit through this goddamn hole in the ground. I don't care who I boost up, but I give one of you a length or one end of my rope, and I say, find something to tie it off up there so I can climb up. I'm not exactly the best climber.
I can like jump up onto your hands and then jump up if you like shove me. And
Oh
can
yeah,
jump up and,
I think I
like,
saw that
lasso it.
in a show once.
In a moving picture.
In one of those moving pictures that goes around. Ready?
Prestidigitation Pictures presents.
Yeah.
Hey, hop!
All right. So athletics, I
Alright.
guess, to do this.
Yeah, I'll let you use athletics. And then give me like a strength aid check from Hemlock.
Okay, so just like a regular strength check.
Yeah.
It's 4.
I got a 22.
22. As he pushes you, that was just for an advantage, so nothing negative happened there. You are able to, with his push, you're able to, I guess, squat and push off just enough as you reach the highest point of his push. You're
Physics.
able to get up that extra several feet to grab onto the ledge and lift yourself up.
All right.
Put
Yes.
Jordans on him feet.
So I'm gonna find a good spot.
nighttime.
It is nighttime.
Because this specifically says the next dawn, not a rest.
So I will find hopefully a good spot to tie off this rope for them, so that they can climb up here.
All right, you start looking around for somewhere to tie the rope off. If I could ask you to roll another perception check, could find something very stable to tie on to.
I look at Christ and say, and I go, you want to try too? It looked mighty fun when he did it.
I'm using this from now on. 3.
I wonder if I could just climb
3?
the wall.
All right.
I could wait for the
you
rope,
don't.
but thank you.
Okay, all right, no problem.
I'm still just kind of standing out there.
You are able to find the another entrance up top, actually along the wall,
Yay!
and the lumber that kind of supports the they build through. They build the supports. The beams are also leading out, almost like creating a canopy, a little bit of an overhang.
Okay.
So you're able to tie onto that.
Okay.
I give it a good tug.
You give it a good tug, and it seems stable enough.
Oh, well, up we go.
All right.
Sounded like you were falling there.
I'll give you an advantage on climb checks using that.
Oh,
the
cool.
wall is pretty rough, so you have some ample footing to climb.
Can I use athletics to climb?
Yes, that's athletics or acrobatics, whichever anybody would use.
You said this gives me advantage
Yes.
on that. Good. Over 20.
Over 20.
Over 20.
Help me as
You
well.
gonna climb up as well, or
Yeah.
Did you? Okay.
Ooh, does big man want to
Do I get
climb?
advantage as well?
Yes.
Do you use the rope?
Yeah.
He critically climbs.
This is Jimmy dice. This is on my black dice. This
Okay.
is Jimmy's dice.
Alright.
Can't yell at me.
No, I know your crit
I-
dice blue.
I know it's black. I just don't know where it is.
Oh no.
You are both able to, both Hemlock and Chryson are able to use the rope to climb up successfully. Almost easily enough. Like you didn't break a sweat. Neither of you.
I touched the rope and then just shot myself.
I'm gonna leave this rope here for our imminent escape.
Yeah.
I'm going to pull it
I
up
think
and
we
tuck
should
it
pull it
behind
up.
the beat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Good call,
That's
good call.
exactly what I
Good
was
call.
just about to say.
All right.
That's why
Good
I like
idea.
you.
That's a very good idea. Now, you believe that this absolutely is the entrance to the
I
mine.
just jumped 20 feet.
As you look, you do see some rusted and broken minecart tracks.
We could get a minecart and Donkey Kong this year.
You do hear a bit of a very faint yipping from inside.
Hyenas. Oh, I'm sorry.
Ooh, oh man, that's in a mine shaft. I never would have thought.
I said
thought it
Animal
was
Planet
cobalt.
earlier.
Okay, so I know you didn't really want to stealth out there, but I think we should really keep it quiet in here until we can get a good survey of the land. Please. Okay, that sounds. I trust you.
Okay. He's still speaking.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, all right. You heard it. I said that I trusted him.
All right. So,
Trust.
this easily could be a small momentary break for any commercials that we have, if you'd like. We're about halfway through this shot. It may take a little longer towards the end. But as far as the adventure storyline goes, we're halfway, and we're about to rescue Mr. Badtooth. Hopefully, he's still
Okay.
alive.